I'm Curran Bhatia here at Madison Square Garden. I'm with Jake Paul, who's promoting Amanda Serrano.
Jake Paul.
There you go. There you have it. So, Jake, I want to ask you, you're doing...
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Yes.
You're doing a lot for boxing, right? You're helping with fighters' pay. You're now elevating. This is the first women's fight to headline in Madison Square Garden. It's been a long time coming. So what did you see about boxing and say, hey, I need to make some changes in this sport? Why was that important to you?
It was a dying sport, and I just saw how much innovation was needed. And I saw a couple different verticals, one of them being women's boxing, that needed a ton of change. And that just came from me meeting Amanda Serrano and hearing the stories of how she was taking advantage of, how she was only getting paid $1,000 for these fights, and this is a 7-division world champion, and she's a superstar, one of the greatest female athletes of all time. And she was living paycheck to paycheck off of these little fights that was going on. And so I knew I needed to step in when we created Most Valuable Promotions, and here we are today.
What Amanda's done, especially with the weight classes, you've made weight. You know how hard it is. She's gone up and down and dominated. She never had a cell phone, never had a boyfriend. She's been dedicated to this. So how happy does it make you to give her this platform? I mean, she's earned this.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And all credit to her, right? I'm just shining a spotlight on someone who's an incredible athlete and an incredible person. So she deserves all of this and more. Has dedicated her whole life to this sport and dedicated her whole life, quite literally, for this moment on Saturday. So this is her chance to really cement herself in the history books.
Her chance in the boxing ring, your chance as a promoter here. Wanted to talk to you about you in the boxing game and your brother Logan. Logan's gone for big events, right? Mayweather, there was rumors about Tyson. It seems like you said, I want to do this the hard way. I want to grind. I want to fight these people and work my way up, right? It's a different mentality with you and Logan. Why do you think that is? Yeah,
look, my brother's an entertainer, and he's such a great entertainer, and I think he does boxing as a form of entertainment. For me, it's my life. And it's my lifestyle, and I want to become a world champion. I don't even know if my brother will fight again. I don't know what his aspirations are. For me, I'm just getting started with what I'm going to accomplish in the ring. So I'm taking the slower route, building it up, fight by fight, increasing the level of my opponent, increasing the level of opposition, and eventually we'll work up to those bigger fights. But yeah, if Floyd would have fought me on that night, he would have lost. So, we'll get to those big fights here soon.
I know Logan said he used to look in the mirror and said, I'm going to be the best entertainer. He certainly did that. You're doing that with boxing. Last question for you. Obviously, everyone wants to know, we've heard you're going to be back in August. There's been names thrown out. Anderson Silva. Dana White was on Logan's podcast. He said the fight with Conor McGregor might be tough because of weight. We know what Tommy Fury did. I know you weren't impressed. Any idea who your next opponent is or who you want it to be?
Yeah, look, we're going to see how the Anderson Silva event does and how his performance looks. Mike Tyson just called me out on the Joe Rogan podcast, so there's possibilities there. I'm down for that fight. There's other names under the table that we've been talking to, Sonny Williams, Australia, Michael Bisping. So we'll see what ends up happening. But either way, I'm ready and prepared and going to get a knockout in August.
Jake Paul, congratulations on everything you've done in the boxing ring and now as a promoter. Saturday night, Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor headlining at Madison Square Garden. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.